Hello friends, we're back. Welcome back to my channel. That's where you are right now. That's where I am. Oh, can y'all see my new little vase I got? She's a thick mushroom. We might not even be able to show her. Am I going to get demonetized if I show her up close? I'll put the link for that down below. She's so cute. It's from Target. Anyways, not Target, Amazon. This is a top fails video, and there's some truly unhinged people, posts, videos, clips, all of them. If you want to send me anything cringe to react to, go ahead and follow the instructions down below in my description box, and I would really appreciate it. You guys are the reason why I'm able to put out like 11 to 12 videos a month. I would like to put out more, but maybe after baby, who knows, not me. Anyways, let's get into it, shall we? Now, this girl was sent this DM from someone she knew from high school. As it happens, she was like, is this girl really like trying to guilt trip me to buy something from her so that she can like pay for a surgery? Like, this is what happens when you get people who are recruited into MLMs or whatever, who are not good at sales, and the only thing they know how to do is just like make you feel bad for them. Just sad fishing constantly and manipulation. It's spooky ooky. Hey Ashley, can I help you with any self-care products that may help you? Would actually help me too? Let me read that again because that made no sense. Hey Ashley, can I help you with any self-care products that may help you? Would actually help me too? That's not a good way to start out a sales pitch. Like, let me help you help me. Just right out the gate. Hey, you know what? Can you buy this so that I can just make money? Or can you ask any of your girlfriends if they'd take a hair or skincare quiz? I'm building my Monat business. No, you're not. You're not building a business. You're working on your pipeline. And I have women's hair care, skincare, and men's 2-in-1 shampoo and shaving cream, pomade, and styling clay, or skincare / health and wellness products, such as better sleep products, better energy, etc. Does any of this interest you? You can forward this message if you'd like. My cell phone is blah, blah, blah. Oh, but it gets better. I'm going into the ER later this morning for a possible Baker's cyst behind my knee. The advice nurse got the doc on the line because he wanted me in the ER, but I can't really afford to go. It's expensive. I mean, who can afford the emergency room, girl? That's expensive. I mean, without insurance, which if she's in an MLM, I doubt she has insurance. I haven't even looked at what my coverage is. Just kidding. She has insurance. If they want to do an ultrasound and then steroid shot, like he said they might do. Who needs to know that information? Nobody. It's sad fishing. It's like, well, you got a lot going on, girl. Sorry. I guess I'll buy a shampoo from you because that's really going to help you. That $5 commission. So then the girl that was sent that, Ashley, our girl Ashley, that is our girl. She sent me this caption. I'm going to the ER tomorrow if I'm not able to get a doctor appointment, as I will be trying again at midnight to see if someone else canceled their appointment. Girl, we don't need to know all this. The advice nurse, what's an advice nurse? I talked to said I should go to the ER. I told her I cannot afford to. I would rather have a doctor appointment. She got the doctor on the line from the ER. He told me he is suspecting it is a Baker's cyst, then said they may need to do an ultrasound to find out and maybe do a steroid shot if it is. I had emailed this photo to my primary doctor, and the ER doctor had looked at it and told me that that's what he suspects. This is why I work my Monat business. If anyone wants to support my medical bill, please treat yourself to some self-care items by contacting me for a hair or skincare quiz. I have lost almost 30 pounds since October 2022. I have health and wellness products. I am taking the right steps towards my goal, but need all the support I can get. So this is why you work your Monat business? Do you not have a job? And don't get me wrong, you that's fine. If you can't work, okay. Arguably, if you can sit at home on social media messaging people and filling out carts and working on social media, you can get like a work from home data entry job. There are a lot of ones that you can like work out your own schedule. In MLMs, it's so common to just put like your trauma or like your embarrassing out there on social media. And we don't really talk too much, and we need to, but we don't really talk too much about the lasting effects of that. Like, it is so, like, once you put that stuff out there on social media, like, you don't get that back. You don't, those words are out there. You talking about your possibly unhealed trauma is out there for everyone to see and have an opinion on and all that. You don't need to put everything out there, and privacy is, it shouldn't have to be a privilege, but it is. And that's like, privacy is sacred. This next one is from Pampered Chef. Those of you who use Pampered Chef items, has this ever happened to any of the items you've purchased? I've only used it about 4 times and the coating is flaking off. What do you know? An MLM product that people swear is better than any other type of kitchenware brand getting after 4 uses? What is that, an ice cream scooper? Ugh. So does that mean like the coating was just hidden in your mint chocolate chip? Oh, that sounds so good. I'm not allowed to eat ice cream though.
Just wanted to hop on here because of my last slide, how I talked about getting another job. I've had a lot of people ask me, are you still teaching? Are you still health coaching? Yeah, I'm still doing both of those things. It's just in the world that we're living in now, with the cost of living being the way it is, and being a single parent, and wanting my boys to have what they deserve. That's what we got to do, right? So, but yeah, I still love to teach. I'm not planning to quit. And I still love to health coach too.
I love to health coach. What does that even mean? You don't have the qualifications to call yourself. I mean, I guess there aren't qualifications needed to call yourself a health coach, but just keep that in mind when people are like, I coach people with health. Do you, or do you encourage not eating?
Planning to quit that. I don't do it full time or anything like that, but I do it because, it changed my life and how I feel about myself, mentally and physically. That
I do it because I got brainwashed. That's why you did it.
I don't want to stop helping other people do that too. So it's gonna cut me off. So yeah, I'm still health coaching. I'm still teaching. Like I said, you don't see me post as much about health, but I do want to let you know that. Well, this is kind of embarrassing to admit, but I have slipped back into some of my old habits this winter with just partly, I can't even blame it on winter. I can't blame it on anything, but I have been more stressed than I typically am, which causes me to fall back into my own habits, or has caused me. I shouldn't say that's also not an excuse, but it did.
The disordered eating that these types of multi-level marketing companies, especially Optavia, whatever, these types of habits and mentality that they perpetuate is so sad. There are so many times where I've seen these reps of this specific company talk about, I fell off the wagon, blah, blah, and it's like, yeah, because it's not sustainable. Like, if you're someone who works out, if you're someone who does generally eat healthy, it's okay for you to like have some wine, have some nachos, like go eat tacos. I don't know why I'm just talking about Mexican food, but like, it's okay. It's fine. Eat Gushers. It's all right. Don't eat garbage. Move your body. Drink water. You'll be okay. I have had people who have commented and been like, you need to leave that conversation for someone more empathetic. No. I can talk about it if I want, because I have lost weight and I have changed my habits and been healthier and started working out, and I love the gym and love lifting weights. So I'm not going to sugarcoat things. And if you're not okay with that, this is not the channel for you. Thanks.
Tried a couple times and like, okay, I'm ready to, get those habits back in place and feel better. And it's been a struggle. I've really, as you've seen in my stories, I've really been struggling. So because of those struggles, I know how I want to feel. I know that I don't feel great. I don't feel myself. I'm so much more tired than I should be. Yeah, I know I should be tired, but I'm so much more tired than I should be. My energy isn't where it should be. I put on a few extra pounds that I don't love. I don't love throwing my clothes on again in the morning like I used to. So here I am saying that, yes, I'm still a health coach. Yes, I am going to jump back on my plan starting today. to make sure I am feeling my best, not only just as summer comes.
Seems like the theme of this video is, why did you send that DM or why did you post that? Because yikes. Listen, I ain't too good for being transparent, being vulnerable. Vulnerability is contagious. That can be healthy for some people, but it's just like, I know I overshare sometimes, but is it embarrassing when I overshare? I don't know. I don't want to call like failures embarrassing. It's just a twinge of cringe is what it is. And it's sad. Being in an MLM, being in these types of industries and these types of companies, they make this completely normal. And they're like, share your struggle. Air it all out there.
But also starting this new job, I'm going to need a lot more energy. So if you're feeling not the best either, heading into summer, if you're feeling low energy, tired all the time, not wanting to put those shorts on or put, that swimsuit on, then I'd love to do this journey with you. I know what it's like to want to eat this and eat that, or just throw the towel in. I understand. I know that, but I also know that I did lose 45 pounds in the hardest season of my life, post-divorce, while I was going through separation, divorce, trying to figure out single parenthood again, my first year of teaching in the midst of COVID. I lost 45 pounds. I know.
I feel like most people gained weight during COVID. I know I did. Is this supposed to be a sales pitch? Who's going to want to follow you? Maybe it's the aspect of oh, well, this person isn't perfect either, so we'll be doing it together. But it's not that you're linking arms, cringe, and doing it together. It's not like a friend that you're working out with. This is someone that your mentor, your coach, right? The person that's leading you. Why would I want someone that just told me all about their failures to lead me? Not a very good sales pitch. But hey, at least she's being honest, I guess. But this is just real sad. This ain't even top fails. This is just top depressing.
I can set all excuses aside and just do it. And it's kind of nice to just have something to focus on, but also tells you exactly what to do. You don't have, the plan is simple. Is it easy? No, because you have to work on your mind around.
It's interesting that she's it's simple. It tells you what to do, but it's also not personalized and everyone is different. And also it's expensive, very expensive. So what I would heavily suggest is talking with a dietitian. Before that, go to your doctor. Talk to your doctor first, get blood panels done, and see what's what about what,
Those habits and those thoughts you've created about food, but that's why it's so simple to do, so that you have the time to work on those thoughts. And as I'm sitting here saying I'm jumping back on plan again, I worked on those thoughts. I was doing really well. It's been 2.5 years since almost 3 years since I've been on plan, and I don't have 45 pounds back on. I have 10 that I want to lose because I let myself slide over the last few months. But I've maintained those habits and I know how to do it, and I just need a reset to be able to do it again. But I'm here to help you learn how to create those habits. Yeah, it's all about your mindset.
Oh my God. It's all about your mindset around food. Everything that we've seen is that it's not about mindset around food. It's about being terrified of food. And that type of mindset and that type of thought process is what is not sustainable and not attainable, and that it's just so easy to fall off of. Having a plate of chicken nachos, which now I really want nachos, but having a plate of chicken nachos or eating a snack-sized bag of Doritos with your lunch or something shouldn't be so detrimental to your entire life. And I understand, I'm not talking about eating disorders here. I get it. That's different. We're talking more so of the thought process around food, which that is correlated, but still go to therapy, work it out there. You're going to be okay. It'll be fine. And yes, this is coming from someone who was anorexic, gained weight, lost weight, gained weight, lost weight, recovered, binge eating disorder, and I'm fine now.
Food. that's what's going to make you be successful. The plan is simple. The plan is easy to follow.
All right, this lady's holding back burps and it makes me uncomfortable and I don't like it. So we're done with her. I don't want to hear you hold back your burps. Just let it out.
I used to do prenatals, but obviously not pregnant right now. I know I could still take them, just haven't. So I'm getting all my goods in one chug. So I'm going to do that real quick. You'll end up with a cute stash. Rock it.
Ow.
So good.
Ow. Pardon me, my baby just kicked me in the cervix. However, like taking like a 1-a-day vitamin, go for it, sure. But do these people in MLMs not realize taking an extra amount of vitamins doesn't do anything unless you have a deficiency in that? So for instance, I'm a little bit anemic and I should take iron supplements, but I don't. However, I do now that I am pregnant because my doctor said so, and it's annoying, but it's fine. So that's a great example of I have a deficiency in this thing, so I'm taking an iron supplement to supplement iron into my diet because I am missing it. If you don't have a deficiency, like there's no need. I don't know, like, and then the reason you take prenatals is for the folic acid for your baby's spine and brain and stuff.
I personally like the flavor. If you don't like it, it's for your benefit. So drink it anyways. Okay.
Girl, what? If this tastes gross, do it anyways because it's good for you. Oh, it's like when I found out about wheatgrass shots when I was in high school. I would get them like all the time. I don't know why I did that. Here's the same girl again. And just from like what she said at that last bit, I can't wait to hear what she has to say.
I mean, I know I did. Once I started, I instantly was like, I could get people hooked on this, and I want to be the one to do that with them. And, you know, it's not making money off of somebody when you join our team. No, we're making money together, side by side.
You're not making money side by side because you're not on the same level. Yeah, even if they rank up to your same level, you're still making money off of them. It's called generational bonuses. It's called sign-up bonuses. Like you are still making money off of them. Specifically. I just stuttered and it's fine. But yeah, specifically you are making money off of them because you recruited them into the company. Now, if it was just a sales job and you're on the same team, like below a manager, yeah, that's making money at the same time, at the same level. Maybe not like monetarily at the same level because one of you might be better at sales, but stop trying to make it sound like a sisterhood. Like it's not.
I don't want to make money off of you. In fact, I really don't. But I want to make money with you. I want to grow with you. I want you to see how amazing these products are and how...
I don't want to make money off of you. Then why are you recruiting them to make money off of them? Girl, Lexi, what are you doing? That don't make no sense.
Beneficial it is to switch up your icky, toxic products with healthy, toxic, non-toxic, amazing products. So... it's truly the smartest business opportunity I've seen. I've been with other companies. I've experienced.
You know what's really funny is whenever these people are like non-toxic products, like we need non-toxic. First of all, girl, going outside is toxic. Everything gives you cancer and we're all dying. Okay? Like where does it end? Because a lot of these people... we'll still go get like lip injections. We'll still get like, we'll literally drink alcohol. And alcohol is poison. When we get drunk, we are poisoning ourselves. And that's not me being like, oh, I'm never going to drink again. Hell yeah. Tony and I are opening up a bottle of Dom that we have saved. I was going to do it when I hit 100K. Got pregnant, so I couldn't do it. But we are for sure opening that up when the baby comes. And it's going to be great. But what was I saying? Wiggum, can you stop snoring so loud? Do I need to wrap you up like a little burrito? So exhausted from doing nothing all day. He's loving apartment living. I just find it really interesting. And you don't have to like make this switch completely, but like a lot of these people don't understand that the like toxic chemicals that are in your makeup or your whatever and this and that, like the dosage, it's just laughable because like the dosage of it or the amount of it that is in whatever product isn't enough to cause any type of harm to you typically. So that's just really interesting. But then it's also the people who like, I don't know, unknowingly have like Chinese drywall in their house or something. So like, where does it stop? And listen, I get injections. I'm still gonna drink after the baby. I'm not putting myself up on like a pedestal and being like, I could never. Give me all the toxic chemicals, okay? Put me in a vat of acid. Let me swim in there. Let me exfoliate. We're all dying. It's fine.
I've experienced other companies, other compensation plans. I will tell y'all this one is the best.
Looks like we have a serial MLMer on our hands. I've been in so many MLMs, but this one's the best. I wonder if you said that about the last one. I thought the last one was the best. It's like when they say, now's the best time to join. Did y'all know that the past 8 years, every day for the past 8 years, it has been the best time to join Monat? Did you know that? Every single day. And it will continue to be the best time to join. That's a joke. Ethan, please put a watermark over that that says that's a joke, because I know some bitches will clip it and be like, see, even she said it.
I mean, we've been around for 40 years. Most companies don't make it past their 10-year anniversary, and Arbonne has been there for 40 years. Yeah, facts. You can look it up, that's fine.
Just because something has longevity, just because something's been around for a long time, doesn't mean that the products aren't, doesn't mean that that it's a good company. Arbonne does a lot of fear-mongering with the whole like greenwashing and toxic chemicals and blah, 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 which is unfortunate and annoying. Above all else, cringe. It is. Like, listen, non-toxic products, that's cool and all, but have you ever had French fry? When was the last time you ate a McDonald's French fry? When was the last time you got a Slurpee from 7-Eleven? When was the last time you had a spicy margarita? The fear-mongering of all of it, it's like, yeah, but like, let's just like live our lives. I'm gonna let it play all the way through, and I'm going to take some notes. And I know I always say that, and then I stop after 5 seconds. I'm going to try to withhold. Now, this girl was in Monat, is still in Monat. I think she's still in Monat, but her sister is Veronica Bayron. Yeah, the one who left Monat, talked a bunch of shit about it, got like ostracized, went to iGenius for like 4 seconds, and then left that. And then now she's in a real estate MLM, which is like, girl, what are you doing? And this is that girl's sister. And I guess they like don't talk anymore. And like, it's crazy. MLMs cause serious damage to people and families. It's wild. This is bad.
Hubby just got me these roses, which by the way, they were selling them for $10. 5 roses for $10. And this good old man gave the lady $20 and said, keep the change.
You're leaving out the context.
Why?
I was teaching Mateo a lesson. There was a homeless person begging for money, and then there was a woman selling flowers. So I wanted to tip her because she was hardworking and I was taking care of her.
Well, I said, if you're going to give her 20, at least get me 2 packs of roses.
It was a lesson. You got flowers out of a lesson.
You have such a good heart. So the lesson from Mateo cost you $20?
No. It's way more valuable than $20 a lesson.
Well, I love my flowers, baby. Thank you.
I love a nice heart.
Yes, you have a great heart, too.
Are you serious?
No, we have...
Expected. The question that I thought I was going to get already started coming in. Babe, they're asking, why didn't you give the homeless man anything?
That wouldn't be a lesson. That would just be enabling them that they could just beg their whole life and get by begging. The other people clearly don't have money either, but they're out here working, trying to, make a living, and I respect that way more than somebody just begging. That poor person could go buy a case of water and sell waters for $1, but instead they're out here begging, so I'm not going to enable them. That's not a lesson.
The homeless guy had 2 arms, 2 legs, was not disabled, was young.
Mommy, put me on the camera.
Hustlers over beggars.
You either make an excuse or you make a way. And
Mommy,
that's the lesson.
put me on the camera.
Going, baby.
He's doing something bad because for homeless people, that's how life is. They beg for money. And now he's doing he's acting like he doesn't care.
I don't care.
Because if you can work for money, why are you going to beg for
Mateo,
money?
begging is not how you get by in life. You have to work. There's 2 people. They're the same people. Both people don't have a lot of money. Both people aren't fortunate enough to have a lot of money. But one person's out working, trying to make a living, and the other person's just out begging.
Yeah.
So I respect the person that's out working, trying to make it, trying to support their family.
I'm thinking about the guy that you didn't give anything.
Yeah, well, they're not going to get.
Yeah, because he wasn't working. He just wants the easy way out of life.
Who would you give? If you have $20, who are you going to give it to? The person that's working hard, trying to feed their family. The person's like, give me money.
for the person that
No, you only have $20 for one person. Who are you giving it to? If I give money to the other person that's begging, they're just gonna spend that money and waste it, which is a waste. If I give the person selling flowers $20, you know what they're gonna do with those $20? They're gonna support their family, and then they're gonna buy more flowers to make more money.
Yeah, but
that's the lesson.
Yeah, but I would prefer giving it to the guy that's not selling anything because he doesn't have money. The
thing is when you give that person money, they waste it. They're just, and that's how they get by. Is they just beg, get money, waste it.
They're used to doing the easy way out.
And that's why they have nothing.
But they just know what to do with it.
No, they don't know what to do with it. They like to spend it and waste it, Mateo.
They don't know what that means.
We support the people that are working, that are trying. That woman is going to appreciate that money, and she's going to take that money, take some to take care of her family, and then she's going to take some money to buy more flowers.
Oh, see, how awful was that? And listen, I'm not going to comment on whether like you should or shouldn't, give unhoused individuals, homeless people, whatever you want to call that demographic of human, of person. What? Anyways, not going to comment on should you give them money? Should you give them like socks or whatever? Almost every single time we have leftovers, I'll give it to someone who's homeless. It's just so interesting the way that they don't understand like how cringe this is. And I know I keep saying cringe, I'm sorry, I need to find a better word. How distasteful this is. The lesson of it all, like, oh, I taught my son a lesson, but then it also sounded like he was trying to say that he like taught the homeless person a lesson. Don't think you did that. And also the overgeneralization, like, I mean, think about it. My husband, he's in law enforcement. He deals with meetings, interacts with every single day, multiple times a day, a good amount of the like homeless population in Tampa. It's a better way to phrase it, homeless population. There's a lot of people that he interacts with very frequently and like knows them by name. And he's even said, he's like, no, there's some that like I get so excited to see them like turn around their lives or that they're doing good. And he's like, I go out of my way to help them. And he's like, then there are other ones who just, there is no helping. He's like, but that's everyone. And it's true. I mean, you can't just make these blanket statements of like, oh, well, this person has a job, so they're a good person. This person's homeless, so they're a person. Like, what? No. You don't know their background. You don't know if they do have, drug abuse problems. You don't know if they were kicked out when they were 16. You don't know if they lost their job. You don't know, if they did fall on hard times or if they chose this life, right? I have in my little notes right here. Plot twist. The lady selling flowers is a meth addict and turned around and used the money to buy meth. Obviously, I'm being facetious, but it's just funny how they have this altruistic and grandiose sense of self, which happens in multi-level marketing companies, but these are just type of gross people who are at the top of them. And then, post that on social media to be like, this is what you should do. Like, if you're not working hard, you don't deserve money. And what? Like, that guy's not going to appreciate $10. He could, you don't know that. Like, he maybe hasn't eaten in a few days and maybe would go, get food, or maybe would put it towards like his family or his dog's food or something like that. You don't know that. Or he maybe could go buy drugs. Maybe he loses it. Maybe he eats it, sets it on fire, rips it up, punches you in the face. You don't know. Like, you can't make those generalized statements. Now, if you had like some like analytics or something to like back it up, okay, but you don't. Because you're just worried about teaching your son a lesson about working hard and sure, instill good values and lessons with your children, but let's try not to make it to where those lessons are then going to make it to where your children or people around you don't have any empathy. Also, if you are in the Tampa area, St. Petersburg or Brandon as well, and Orlando, it's basically just like the Tampa Bay area in general, there are these scammers that are, I guess you would call them solicitors, I guess, because they're not technically panhandling, they're soliciting. But they will go stand on street corners and it'll be major intersections and there's one of them at every corner and they'll have these like pre-made signs of kids with cancer or like sick children and it's like helping this kid with cancer. There is no kid with cancer. It has been debunked so many times. It's been on the news and it is insane. It is wild. My husband fell down the rabbit hole of it. And even I told him, I was like, next time you see one of the signs, he's like, well, I'm taking the sign because it's illegal. They're not allowed to do that. So he took the sign and I was like, take a picture of the picture that they use on it and reverse Google search it. And I bet you it's just like a picture they found on Google. What do you know? It is. So he does that, takes away the sign, and is like, it's amazing. I might do a video on that, on like these types of, like, I don't know if you would call them like grifter scams, but I guess like solicitation scams, because I have been falling down a rabbit hole of them. There's this lady in New York that I saw on TikTok. She was on the news. She was soliciting. She was technically panhandling. And they followed her to like a whole different area. And she like had like leg brace things. And they followed her in like a car to this whole other area. She is not handicapped. She walked out of the car fine, didn't have braces on, like went to a movie with her friend, was like a normally dressed like woman with like a nicer, like a Michael Kors purse or something, right? Interviewed her and they're like, we followed you home, followed you across the bridge. Like, you're a liar and you're like taking money from these people and pretending to be handicapped. It's wild. So like that, it's scamming is what it is. It's just scamming. So if you want me to do a video on that type of stuff, let me know and I'll like gather some just so that you can be aware. And I don't want to like leave a bad taste in your mouth. I don't want to like give you any type of like prejudice towards, you know, people who are panhandling, people who are down on their luck, people who are unhoused individuals. We do need to have empathy, but of course, I don't want you to get scammed, and I want you to be aware of these other types of scams that are out there. But yeah, please have empathy. They're around like Christmas time. I'll do little travel baggies, and we'll put socks in there, little travel toothbrush and toothpaste, waters, and a few times I did like a sandwich, but I found that like wasn't as good. So then I got $25 gift cards to, I think I did McDonald's, I did Chick-fil-A, I did a few of them. And so I just put those in there so that they could get whatever they wanted from those places. So yeah, dollar menu is usually like where it's at with that. So I usually do that instead. So yeah, I mean, that's a helpful thing to do. I love doing that personally. Handing out blankets too during like colder months, which it's like hardly ever cold here. I'll put a bunch of blankets in, like cheaper ones, obviously, just so I can get a bunch of them. But I'll put blankets and socks in the back of Tony's cop car. And that way he is able to hand them out to unhoused individuals when needed. So be nice to people, but also don't get scammed, okay? And also don't use other people's misfortune to try to teach your kid a lesson. How about teach your kid not to scam people? Oh wait, you can't do that because that's how you make your living. That was a whole cycle and conundrum and a racket in itself. But I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, weekend whenever you're watching this. I know this was a super rambly one, but I think that's just how this is going to go for a while. So yeah, wear SPF, go sit in the sun, enjoy your outside time. Don't get skin cancer, wear good SPF, at least SPF 60. I know that's crazy, but like, come on. Protect yourself, hug your loved ones, be a good person, wash your butt, go touch grass. Okay? Okay, goodbye.